Dear friends, today in this episode, I will tell you the story from mythologies that talk about apple as in fruit. Apple is a brand today which has captivated the minds of many, and it is believed to be a fruit so nutritious that it can keep doctors away. But world over, mythologies have treated apple differently. When we were studying phonetics, teachers told us that the lump in our throat is called Adam's apple. Myths say Adam, because he had disobeyed and eaten the forbidden fruit, it got stuck here. Coming to the main point of this episode, let me tell you the story of Paris's judgment. In Greek mythology, fathers are always afraid of sons overpowering them. It is believed that Zeus and Poseidon were attracted with the beauty of the sea nymph Thetis. However, there was a prediction that Thetis' son would be more powerful than his father. Zeus did not want to compromise his power as he had overpowered his father Kronos and he did not want to repeat the history. Both Zeus and Poseidon arranged to marry Thetis to a mortal Peleus. Thetis, of course, did not approve of the proposal. The sea god Proteus advised Peleus that Thetis was capable of changing forms, so when she would go to sleep, he should hold her very tightly and should not let her escape. Thetis did try to frighten Peleus, but he held her very tightly and ultimately Thetis agrees to marry Peleus. Thetis' wedding was to take place on a Mount Pelion. All gods and goddesses were invited except the goddess of discord Ares. She was not invited in the wedding. To have her revenge, she dropped an golden apple with the inscription to the perished. There were three powerful goddesses present in the ceremony: Hera, Athena, and Aphrodite. All three claimed the fruit, and they asked Zeus to be the judge, which he wisely declined. Zeus then advised that Paris, the Trojan, and also a mortal can be the best judge in this matter. All three approached Paris and they had bribes for Paris as well. Hera offered him the kingdom of Europe and Asia. Athena offered him the best art of warfare, and Aphrodite offered him the most beautiful woman in the world. Paris, tempted with the bribe of Aphrodite, declared her to be the most beautiful goddess, thereby getting Helen later on, but angering the other two. There is another story of Hippo and Atlanta. Hippomenes wanted to marry Atlanta, but she started running as she did not want to marry anyone. Condition to marry her was that one had to defeat her in running. Hippomenes prayed to Aphrodite and she gave him 3 apples and asked him to drop on the way to distract Atlanta. Thus, Hippomenes won the race and Atlanta both. In Celtic myth, Conla was tempted by a fairy with an apple which even after eating would again replenish. Conla was tempted with such a fruit and travelled with the fairy to her land where the tree of apple provided him eternal youth, but he could never get back to his world. Maybe the reasons why we find so many references to apples in old mythology is that at that time almost all fruits were called apple then. Would you still eat an apple? In our next episode, we will meet with other versions of Greek mythology. Till then, stay safe and keep reading.